Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I just want to jump on here because it is Sunday, and I hope y'all have all had a good Sunday. It is currently, of course, 8:31, almost 9 o'clock. I was wanting to get on here sooner, but I couldn't. But if y'all had a good Sunday, like I say on my other lives, comment 1 if you're live, and 2 if you're replay. And if you're replay, comment 2 like I said, and there won't be like a red live box showing that I'm live. So if there's no red box up there, then I'm not really live. It's a replay, so comment 2. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. My scripture, and then read my paragraph and explain it the best way I can. So it is coming out of Proverbs 13:20, and it says, "Whoever walks with wise people will be wise, but whoever associates with fools will suffer." Okay, so your friends say a lot about who you are. What kind of people they are not only tells other people who you are, but changes who you are too. You can't be friends with someone without being changed by them. Maybe only in subtle ways, but changed all the same. Hey, Mahalia. Your soul is highly influenced by whatever it is exposed to the most. You can find out how wise or foolish you are by looking at the lives of your friends. Sometimes it's hard to look at your own life and see what kind of person you are, but it can be easier to look at them. If what you see when you look carefully at them is something you don't like, then it's time to make a change or suffer the consequences. In God's economy, friendship is a really important thing. What's at stake is not just an aspect of your social life, but your faith. Friendship binds two people together. It makes them more and more alike. They learn from each other. If you think your friends are learning more from you than you are from them, don't be so sure. It's usually the lowest common denominator that is reached in your relationships. As a God girl, or as a boy, man, woman of God, as a child of God, you have to choose to surround yourself with wise people of this world, people who believe and trust God. They might be less than perfect, but they have to want perfection. They have to serve the Father and want whatever He wants. Then and only then can you be sure that you are not a companion to fools. What that basically means is whoever you surround yourself with, of negative people who always talk down on themselves or on others, or gossip, or do bad things that are not of God but of the world, like basically sin and stuff. Not just sin, but because everyone sins. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect at all or anything, but people kind of who are foolish, who acted the world basically, then you'll suffer from them, because the longer you're around them and the longer you're friends with them, the longer you'll catch on to their habits. Just say if I'm around someone totally different than me, then the longer I'm around them, I'll become kind of like them, because we'll be together for so long, and we'll start to realize how they act, and it'll grow onto us, if that's understandable. I understand. I hope y'all understand. But anyways, I am not too well of a person that explains perfectly, but that's okay. Anyways, and then, because like it says, whoever walks with wise people will be wise, because they're around wise people. They'll get wise stuff from them. But whoever associates with fools will suffer, and what that means is, whenever you're around fools, whenever you're around people of the world, not of God, you'll become more like them, because you're around them and you hear stuff that's not of God, I guess you could say. You'll be more like fools of people of the world. I'm trying to explain my best, because you're around, like it says, associates with fools will suffer, because you'll become more like them. Anyways, I'm trying not to repeat myself. And again, Proverbs 13:20. Okay, and like a habit I've had for so long, whenever I was in high school, I'm still in high school, but I'm homeschooled, to try not to, whenever, it's sometimes nowadays, because for me, for example, they rub off on you. Yes, they rub off on you. Some people say they're spirits. their personality. Just say, I can't explain it. Okay, say for an instance. Okay, say like, I used to not say hey y'all a lot, but it grew on me because I heard mama say it or I heard someone else say it. And then it becomes like, so it's the same thing as people that's like a different personality. Okay, say, just, I don't know exactly, but say I'm like this type, and then the other person is a different type. The more you surround yourself with fools, you'll become a fool, as the word says. That if you'll surround yourself with wise people, good people, you'll become more wise because you're surrounding yourself with God. So always try to surround yourself with God. And like I was trying to say earlier, like for an example, no matter how bad I used to be in high school with, okay, well, I want to make friends, so I have to make friends, so I have to kind of be like them in a way, or I have to find common stuff, like, okay, they're like that, and I'm like that. Find, what's it called? Mama, help me out. What's it called? That, that's, I'm like them in that type of way. Like, oh, that's the same thing. Okay, she likes blue, I like blue. That's, I forgot the word. Anyways, to not, basically, don't change yourself. Hey, P-Dub, don't change yourself so others will like you. Stay the same. Change for the better of, to be more like God. But don't change your personality. Don't change the way you talk. Don't change the way you act. So people will like you, so you will gain friends. Because I've done that so much, and it's not got me nowhere. It got me, to be honest, nowhere, because that wasn't me. And kind of like it says, but whoever associates with fools will suffer. Hey, Mama. So whenever you're around someone, don't change yourself. Be who you are. Because, like it says, you can't be friends with someone without being changed by them. The longer you spend time with them, the longer you get connected with them, you'll kind of be like them. And then it says, where is it saying? I'm trying to explain. Okay. I don't know exactly. Okay, if you think your friends are learning more from you than you are from them, don't be so sure. It's usually the lowest common denominator that is reached in relationships. So, anyways, don't change who you're meant to be, who God has set you to be, because there's so many times, I can't even count on my fingers how many times I tried to change for someone, so I could be their friend, so they could like me. I've heard so many people say, oh, don't worry, they'll like you. It's not hard for them to not like you, or something like that. And I'm like, really? Anyways, like, always let God lead you, because He will send you good friends, and to those good friends, y'all will naturally y'all will naturally bond, because it's God sent friends. Because like right now, I'm praying for friends. Yes, I have all kinds of friends, but they're associates. It's different, associates from friends. Kind of like whoever associates with fools will suffer. Okay, that's kind of different, but anyways, and you just pray for good friends whenever you want friends and stuff. And then at the end of the passage, always write something small. And I said, no matter what, don't lower your standards. Okay, always remind yourself, like, hey, don't, and I'm kind of getting off the topic a little bit, but I just really want to say this. Don't lower your standards. Like, okay, like, expect the best, expect the unexpected. So, like God says, expect from me to do what my word says. So God said that He will give you peace. He will keep His promises. He will forgive you. He will lead you and guide you. He will have mercy on you. He will do all kinds of goodness. He has all kinds of promises He has for you. Will expect them. Believe that you already have them. And so He said He's sending me some friends. I'm expecting them friends, but be patient also. But anyways, don't lower your standards for no one, because there's so many times I've done that as well. I've lowered my standards. I've changed for them. I'd do anything in my power, for them to like me, change my personality and stuff. Like, it is so hard, because I may never lower standards or boundaries. Yes, because boundaries are awesome. People may not like them, but if they don't like them, and if they rebel against them, and if they low power mode. My battery's going dead anyways. But if they don't like, let's see, the way you expect things, okay, I'm trying to think. Anyways, if they don't like your standards, if they don't like something, then you'll start to know, kind of like, if you're friends with someone's, I cannot find it. Okay, if what you see when you look carefully at them, your friends, is something you don't like, then it's time to make a change, or suffer the consequences. So basically, I guess what it's saying right here is, whenever you look at someone, like you're one of your friends or associates, and their lifestyle is different from yours, and you don't like it, that should show you something like, hey, okay, maybe you aren't supposed to be good friends, just associates, someone to help, someone to encourage, stuff like that. But if you don't change that and you continue to be around them and stuff, you'll become more like them, I guess you could say. That's why we always say, or I try to say, surround yourself with good people, with God, because then you'll become more like Him. Because like He always says, He wants you to become more like Him, holy, good, caring, love like Him, encourage others, be full of wisdom and knowledge, be full of love, His love, because His love is the good type of love. And if you don't, like me, I've had so many situations I was in, and I knew I was supposed to get out of them because it wasn't from God, but I stayed in them. Well, it changed me, because I was like, oh my gosh, I really love this. I would try to do anything to keep this relationship, keep this friendship, keep this something. So it started to change me. Not change me for the better, but change me for the worse, because it led me astray from God, and I had to suffer the consequences. Then it's time to make a change or suffer the consequences. Well, I didn't make a change, so I had to suffer the consequences. It led me astray from God, and it didn't get me nowhere until I noticed, like, hey, I need God, and there won't be a day going by to where I won't say, hey, I don't need God. Like, I do need God. Everybody should need God, because, well, in my perspective, I guess you could say, because God is so good, y'all, and He loves y'all so much, and He wants what's best for you. So if things don't make sense right now, if you don't have friends and you don't know why, don't go out of your way or out of God's way to change yourself to make friends, because that's not how it's supposed to go. Y'all are supposed to just randomly meet or whatever, or you probably know them, and they're supposed to be your friend, but you don't know, because God's preparing them, or God's preparing you to meet in His time, and kind of like in a relationship, like boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, like He has your Boaz or He has your Ruth, but He's preparing them for you for that point of time. And so to not change yourself for someone who is not supposed to be your Boaz, or, oh, well, you like this girl, well, you shouldn't have to change for them. Kind of same way as friends. You shouldn't have to change yourself to be their friends. If you're not automatically, they don't like you, but you want them to like you, don't change yourself, because then that's not the right way, or something like that. But anyways, it feels like I've done got off subject. But anyways, again, that's from Proverbs 13:20, to always just stay yourself and to not change for others, because there's so many times I've tried to change myself, or I've changed myself so I could fit in. We're not supposed to fit in, but we're supposed to stand out and to be a light for God, and to always try to say, God, just use me for your glory, because it's for us, but it's give Him the glory because of what's happened and everything. But yes, don't lower your standards, don't change your boundaries, because I've been praying so hard for God to help me set healthy boundaries and stuff. Just don't lower your standards, because it is not worth it. You deserve the best of what God has best for you than of what He doesn't have for you. Like, he wants you to have the best. So don't lower your standards to not have that best, because it won't, it's worth the wait. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have had a good Sunday, a good day, just a good day in His presence, in His word, and whatever you've done, no matter what, just keep pushing. No matter how much you don't understand what God's doing, it's it's for a good cause and for a good reason, because like right now I'm going through something that I don't know what to do but pray and just trust in God, because no matter what, He has a way. He will make a way, because He is the way, the truth, and the life, and He loves you and He wants what's the best for you. And so no matter what, just keep praying, keep trusting in Him, because sometimes we're all lost. We don't know where we're going, but God knows. And so we've just got to trust in Him and have that big faith, have a childlike faith in Him to know, hey, He's going to lead me. I don't need to worry. He'll make a way if He wants me to do this or that, because He's an awesome God. And always remember, my God wants the best for me. So I love y'all so much, but God loves y'all 10 times more. And I'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye, guys.